What's up, guys? It's Gangstalking. Gangstalking is something I'm still going through every day, but I'm not in fear of gangstalking like the majority of people on YouTube. There's a lot of fear in the articles regarding gangstalking, and there's really nothing to be afraid of. And I'm here to help you guys. I'll be making many videos on this topic, and I will help you guys overcome this gang stalking fear. And the reason I say there's no fear is because every day when I first started to go through this, every moment, as soon as I wake up, I would hear these harassment, these different voices from different people. I would hear them when I go to work, when I'm at home, when I'm taking a shower, when I'm outside doing work around the house, when I'm in the supermarket, especially in supermarket, in big department stores, on the radio, watching TV. And I was going through this for about a year and a half, 2 years. And eventually one day I realized these guys talk a lot of shit. And I would put them on the spot by calling their bluff. And if you're a true targeted individual, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. They talk a lot of shit. They talk shit like your dick is too small. If you get a shower, they'll be like, you got a small dick. Or you have no teeth. Or your face is, you got pimples on your face. Or you have baby fat. Or they're going to kill your mom. They're going to kill you. Or they're going to have someone shoot you with a gun. Basically, to as far extreme as possible. Extreme. So one day I realized, fuck these idiots. They tell me they're the police. They tell me they are government. They tell me they are remote viewer working for the government. They tell me they're spies. And one day I decided to say, fuck you. And I called their bluff. And guess what? Nothing happened to me. And I called their bluff again. I told them, I know you pussy ain't gonna do anything. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Nothing will happen. And guess what? I'm still here. Now, believe me, I did get myself into some legal trouble. Only because for the longest time, I thought it was my neighbors. Yeah, my neighbors that were spying on me. My neighbors over there. I thought there was a few nights I fell asleep and I left my front door open. And when I woke up, I realized my front door was open. And ever since then, I started to think about, oh, did my neighbors snuck over here? Because when all this started, it was always the neighbors, right? I would believe the neighbors were the ones sneaking over here, creeping up at my windows, sneaking into my home and installing these security like cameras and microphones. And I would get CCTVs and security cameras all around the house, spend a lot of money, and it doesn't seem to be able to capture anything. And the entire time I would feel somehow these gang stalkers were always one step ahead of me. But how? I got like 16 cameras all around my property. And for some reason, when I check my recordings, there'll be random moments where the actual security system will reset. So there'll be a 5-minute downtime on the footage. And because I would see a 5-minute downtime, then I would tell myself, man, maybe they have one of those EMP jammers, electric magnetic pulse, or those devices you push a button and it jams any electronics around a certain distance, EMP. Thought they got one of those EMP devices and was coming up to my windows or to my cameras and pushed the button to reset the security camera. That's at least what my mind's trying to make sense of it. You see, my mind is trying to make sense of exactly what's happening. I would work in the backyard, and literally on the other side of the fence, I would hear these gang stalkers. And I would just drop what I'm doing, run towards the fence, hop up and look over the fence, and there'll be no one there. And then my mind would tell me they just snuck around the corner. So I would run towards the other end of the fence and hop up and don't see anyone on the other side. After a while, I started to tell myself, maybe they set up one of those Bluetooth speakers. So I went on eBay and kind of browsed around and see if there's anything like that. It turns out there are these little Bluetooth speakers, right? So that's when I started telling myself, oh, they must have bought these little speakers and put them all over my property so they can actually use their phone and just connect to these speakers and talk through it. But think about it. Who the fuck would do that shit? Would you do that shit? How much is the government is paying you if you're the gang stalker to do something like that? And then you would have to go back and collect the speakers and charge them. I mean, a little tiny Bluetooth speaker like that all over my property? Come on, that's just nonsense. Nonsense. And that's what's wrong with what's going on with the gang stalking phenomenon. You targeted individuals just like me are in fear. I'm not talking about fear as in, oh, you're not tough enough to defend yourself. No, I know you're tough. You're definitely tough. What I mean fear as in, it's a psychological fear. The fact that you are talking about these gang stalkers, how they are hired by the government, or how they're spying on you, your whole perception of reality is in fear. You walk into Walmart and you can hear someone on the next aisle over, and you would hear them talking about you. So you would go to the next aisle and you look down, you see two elderly person, a couple, and they're just looking at some pastas or whatever. And then you would think, there's no way these two elderly people can be spies. And you're right, they're not. You go down the next aisle and you also hear someone talking about you or talking trash about you on the other end. And you would see a little boy and his mother. You would think, why would the mother be talking trash about you with the little boy? They are not. You're driving your car and you think another car cut you off. Just so happened to be a yellow car. And it seems like lately a bunch of yellow cars been cutting you off. And you think they're doing it on purpose. No, it's not. It's a coincidence. The way you target an individual or living your life is in fear. Fear of these gang stalkers. But let me tell you, snap out of it. I already know your mind have very short attention span. And the only thing that you care to really focus on are these gang stalkers. Your life is living in fear. I used to be really bad at what's going on when it comes to gang stalking and being a target individual. That's how I got myself into trouble with the law. I used to walk around my property with a loaded semi-automatic shotgun. I used to go out everywhere strapped. Thank God I didn't get myself into any stupid trouble. Now I don't own any guns because the police took them all, which is fine. I don't need them. Because there's no one out to get me. And I will tell you exactly what these gang stalkers are. But I'm not going to tell you in this video because if I tell you, you will not accept the information because your mind is not capable of understanding and making sense of exactly what is going on. So in this video, I will tell you, don't live in fear. Go to work, go see your friends, find yourself a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or if you got one already, spend time with them. Go have fun with your family, with your kids. Go to happy hours with your coworkers. Do something happy. Pick up a hobby. Try to ignore these gang stalkers. If you can't ignore it or ignore them, then try your best. It will take time. It will take you some time to realize these gang stalkers are just bullshitter and they shit a lot. Do not get yourself into trouble out in public. That's one thing you have to realize. It is very tempting. I've seen many videos where you guys are cussing on the streets, talking trash about any bystanders or anyone that walk past you. Those people are not out to get you. They are not a danger to society. You are. Don't be walking around talking trash about other people that you don't know and assuming they are gang stalkers because you're going to get yourself into some deep trouble. You better snap your mind out of that. Do not drive a car and think the person next to you is going the same speed and they're doing it on purpose and they're spying on you with their camera phone because they're holding it like this, talking to their family or friends or with their credit card company. Stop thinking they're out to take photos of you because they're not. You have to ask yourself, why would the government spend so much money on other people to spy on you? Only you will know the answer. What are you doing exactly that's worth so much money for the government to hire these people to spy on you? Let's use facts here. Off the top of your head, based on the number of voices you can hear, how many people was that? When you go out into public, in every aisle or every place you go to, every car that drive by you, cut you off, how many people are in those vehicles or hired by the government to spy on you? You need to add that number up. And out of all those people, how much is the government paying them? Why? Are you a drug dealer? Maybe you are. Did you scam the IRS? Maybe you did. Did you steal something from somebody? Maybe. Then why aren't you in prison now? Why do they need to follow you around, spy on you to scare you? Why not just come knock on your door and say they're the IRS and show you some paperwork and tell you, you owe so much money to pay back? You have to show up to court on this date. Why not? Why not just bust your ass, kick the door down, bust your ass when you're sleeping with a bunch of SWAT police? Why not just have the regular police knock on your door and show you printout of video surveillance that shows you're stealing stuff? What do you do in that situation? You don't say anything. Get a lawyer. But is that happening to you? No, it's not. So why are you living in fear every single day? Thinking someone's out to get you. Why do you want to live like that? Why do you want to live a life where every day you believe someone out there is trying to get you? Someone out there is trying to kill you. No one is fucking trying to get you. You're only getting your own self. I know because I went through this shit. Now I'm chilling. No, my neighbors are not trying to get me. None of them are trying to get me. When I go out, there's no one spying on me. Cars cut me off, I don't even let it stress me. I go too slow, someone flip me off, it doesn't bother me at all. My principle is, if they got some shit to say, they better say it to my face. That's when I know they're talking shit. So if no one is talking shit directly to your face, literally like to your face, staring you in the eye and talk shit to you, why are you starting trouble? Why are you trying to start something and get yourself into trouble? It should be clear to you that whatever's happening to you, if you don't handle it properly, you will get in trouble. Because I got myself into trouble, but thank God I'm still here. I have to go through the legal system, and that's what woke me up. But at the same time, gangstalking, these gang stalkers, are not what you think they are. Just remember, no fear. No fear as in, don't be scared of these gang stalkers. Stop running around harassing other people, saying they're part of the gang stalkers, that they're hired by government. A group of business people going out to lunch, they just somehow walk by you. Don't be saying, "Oh, these guys purposely try to stall me. They try to stall me from getting to my appointment." No, they're not. Show up on time. Show up early. Try not to make it to your appointment with 2 minutes left. Try to get there 15, 20 minutes early. Sit in your car or something. Or sit down, look at your phone. Do something. Do some stretches. Pick a hobby. No one's out to get you. I'm going to make more videos. Feel free to write comments. Criticize me or whatever you want. Be tough. I love tough comments. Ask me questions. Put me on the spot. I'm a targeted individual. I'm here to help you guys. I will explain to you exactly what's going on. I only ask you, the viewers, to watch my videos from beginning to end. Don't half-ass the videos that I make. You will realize that I'm the best. Hong signing out.